Hello, dear viewers. I am Engineer Kamran Khan, and you are watching my YouTube channel, Learners of Civil Engineering. Guys, today I will discuss bar building schedule with you guys. Okay. Now, what is bar building schedule? Bar building schedule gives us an idea about the different shapes of steel bars and the quantity required for a particular item of civil work like foundation, RCC foundation, RCC beam, RCC column, or RCC slab. Okay. So now let us discuss the bar building schedule for that particular beam which is shown on the screen. Okay. You can see the length of that beam is 12 feet. Okay. It is resting on 1 by 1 feet cross-sectional columns. Okay. Over here it is the reinforcement in detail. In the bottom we have three number 6 bars, and at the top we are again having three number 6 bars, and the shear reinforcement in form of steel stirrups is number 3 at the rate of 4 inches center to center. Okay, that is the cross section of the beam, which is now showing you the bars. That in the top you are having three number 6 bars, and at the bottom you are having three number 6 bars. Okay, this is a steel stirrup which is fixed at 4 inches center to center. Okay, that is the width of the beam 12 inches, and the depth of the beam is 15 inches. Okay, over here the steel stirrups are bending from both the direction at an angle of 135 degree. Okay, and the clear cover to the outside of the reinforcement and outside of the concrete is how much? 1.5 inches. Okay, now let us discuss the different shapes of the bars that will be required in order to make the reinforcement for that particular beam. Okay, this diagram is showing you the shape of the bottom bars. Okay, that diagram is showing you the shape of the top bars, and this diagram is showing you the shape of the steel stirrups. Okay, now let us make the bar bending schedule. Okay, this is a template for the bar bending schedule. Okay, at the top you will have to mention the name of work. Okay, like the name of work over here is the steel reinforcement for the beam. Okay, then document title is bar bending schedule. Then QS name, the quantity surveyor name, which is supposed to uh, make this bar building schedule. Is, let's suppose it is my name, Engineer Kamran Khan. Okay, now let us discuss the different rows and columns of the bar building schedule. Okay, so this row represent different columns. The first column is serial number. Okay, serial number of the different bar shapes, 1 2 3 4 and so on. Similarly, over here will be the description of the bar. Okay, like the top bars, bottom bar, and the stirrups. Okay, now this column will include the different shapes that will be used in order to make the bar bending schedule. Okay, then A, B, and C will be the different segmental lengths. Like this portion is B, and this vertical portion is A. Okay. Similarly, in this stirrup, this side is C. You can see. Now, hook. If there will be any hook, you will have to put that hook as well. Then dia bar, from which bar we are constructing this steel reinforcement. Then the cut length, then the corrected cut length, then the number of bars, total length in inches, total length in feet, bar unit weight, kilogram per feet and the weight. Okay. Guys, so let us discuss the top bars first. Okay, the shape of the top bars is like this, you can see over here. Okay, and in this, A represent this vertical portion and B represent this horizontal portion. Okay, B. So now what is the length of A? The length of A is 12 inches. Now just you can see the diagram. Okay, in the diagram it is mentioned that this bend is how much? 6 inches. Okay, so how many bends we are having? One on this side and one on that side. So 6 plus 6 is equal to 12 inches. Okay, now for B is 165 inches. How? Because the length of the beam is 12 feet. Okay, but over here there is a 1 feet column on this side and 1 feet column on that side. Okay, so if we will convert this data into inches, so that will become, this 12 feet will become 144 inches and this 1 feet will become 12 inches. Okay, so you can see over here the formula. The formula is 144 plus 12 for the right side column and 12 for the left side column. Okay, so this will gives us what? 168 inches. But you will have to subtract the clear cover on the right side as well as the clear cover on the left side. Okay, so the clear cover to the reinforcement is how much? It is 1.5 inch is on each side. Okay, so 1.5 inch on right side, 1.5 inch is on left side, that will be equal to 3 inches. Okay, so the after subtracting this 3 inch from 168 inches, you will get what? 165 inches. Okay, so in this there is no C portion and there is a no hook. Okay, and the dia of that bar is how much? 0.75 inches. Okay, because we are using bar number 6 in top portion. Okay, so the dia of bar number 6 is how much? 6 divided by 8. 6 divided by 8. Okay, so 6 divided by 8 is equal to 0.75 inches. Okay, because in 1 inch there are 8 sutras. Okay, so bar number 6 means 6 by 8 inches. Okay, so 6 by 8 inches is equal to 0.75 inches. Okay, so now the cut length will be equal to the summation of A, B, C and hook. Okay, so over here only A and B are involved, so the length is how much? It is 177 inches. Okay, now the current corrected length, you can see a bend on this side as well as a bend on this side, and this is a bend at a 90 degree. Okay, so by definition we are supposed to deduct 2d on that side and 2d on this side. Okay, because the bend, for the bend in 90 degree, we are supposed to do a deduction of 2 dia of bars. Okay, for 90 degree bend we are supposed to deduct how many dia of bars? 2 dia of bars. Okay, so 2 dia of bars on that side and 2 dia of bar on that side. Okay, so that will make a 4 dia of bar deduction. Okay, so you can use this formula. In this formula, this is the length. Okay, 177 inches. Now from this 177 inches you will have to deduct 2 dia of bar for the right side and 2 dia of bar for the left side. So you will multiply this formula by 2, and after multiplication it will be subtracted from the cut length in order to get the corrected length. Okay, so now the corrected length is 174. Okay, because when we will bend the steel bar at 90 degree, so by definition it will stretch. Okay, it will elongate. Okay, so in order to subtract, in order to just avoid this elongation practically on field, and in order to waste our reinforcement on field, we are basically deducting this elongation in advance when we will be preparing the bar bending schedule. Okay, So that is why we are doing the correction, just to avoid the elongation of steel. We will just bend this. Okay, so the number of bars, it is again mentioned in the drawing that three number 6 bar are used in the top portion of the beam. Okay, so the number of bars is again how much? 3. Okay, now the total length will be equal to number of bars multiplied by the corrected length. You will use this formula, corrected length multiplied by the number of bars. Okay, so the total length in feet you will get is 522, sorry, in inches you will get as 522 inches. Now in order to convert this value into feet, just to divide the inches by 12. Okay, like you can see in this formula, 522 divided by 12 will give you 43.5 feet. Okay, now what is the unit weight of the bar number 6? Okay, so the unit weight of bar number 6 is in kilogram per feet is how much? Bar number square divided by 52.92. Okay, how you will calculate the unit weight of bar in kilogram per feet is bar number square divided by 52.92. That will give you the bar unit weight in kilogram per feet. If you are interested in pounds per feet, so just do the formula for bar number square divided by 24. So that will give you the unit weight of bar in pounds per foot. Okay, so now what is the weight of the bars that will be used in the top portions of the beam? Will be again the multiplication of bar unit weight multiplied by the total length. So that will give you a value of 29.59 kg. So guys, let us discuss the bottom bars. Okay, as you can see, the dimensions of the top bars and the bottom bars are the same, only just the shape is inverted. Okay, so the procedure that I have discussed with you for the top bars, you can replicate for the bottom bars only in this case. Okay, and you will get the same quantity of steel as 29.59 kg. Okay, now let us discuss the stirrups. Okay, in stirrups you can see this bottom face is represented by A, and this vertical face is represented by C. Okay, so how much will be the length of A and how much will be the length of C, we will just see right now. Okay, the length of A is 18 inches. You can see 18 inches. It is the summation of 9 plus 9. So let us see how. You can see this bottom face beam is 12 inches. Okay, and the clear cover between the outside of the concrete and the outside of the steel reinforcement is how much? 1.5 inches. Okay, again over here 1.5 inches. Okay, so after deducting 1.5 inches on right side and 1.5 inches on left side, this 12 inch will become how much? 9 inches. Okay, so 9 inch is the length of the A of the steel stirrup. Okay, similarly this vertical face is 15 inches, so subtract 1.5 inches over here and 1.5 inches over here, you will get how much? You will get 12 inches. Okay, so there are two number of A's and two number of C's. Okay, so 9 inches plus 9 inches will be equal to 18 inches, and for the C there are two C's, so 12 inches plus 12 inches will be equal to how much? 24 inches. So that's why we can get the value of this A is 18 inches and the value of this C is 24 inches. There is no B. Okay, now let us see towards the hook, that how we are calculating this hook. So for the hook length, we are having different specification. In some specification, it is mentioned that the length of the hook should be equal to 9 dia bar. Some says it should be equal to the 10 dia bar. Some say it should be equal to the 12 dia bars. Okay, so let me take the 10 dia bars. Okay, so over here the dia bar is 0.375 inches. Okay, and I'm using 10 as the factor. Okay, so 10 dia bar over here is this value. Okay, now as you can see there are two hooks Okay, so the resultant value will be multiplied by 2. So after doing this operation, I have got the hook lengths for the two hooks is equal to 7.5 inches. Okay, now the cut length will be the summation of ABC plus hook. Okay, now deduction corrected length. Okay, how to find the corrected length? Now you can see there are four corners, 1 2 3 4, and all these corners are bent at 90 degree. So for the 90 degree bend, I'm supposed to do a deduction of two die bars. Okay, so two die bars over here, two die bars over here, two die bars over here, and two die bars over here. So the resulted value will be multiplied by 4. Like you can see over here, I have multiplied the value by 4, and 2 H7 in H7 is present the die bar. Okay, that will be subtracted from the cut length. Okay, so the corrected length for each stirrup is how much now? 46.5 inches. Now the number of bars, how many stirrups we will need. So for this I'm having the formula that total length divided by the spacing plus 1, like over here. So the total length is 144 inches because the length of the beam is 12 feet. So converting this into inches is will be equal to how much? 144 inches. Now 144 divided by the spacing of the steel stirrup. Spacing is mentioned over here. Number 3 at 4 inches center to center. Okay. So length of the bar divided by spacing. Spacing is 4 inches plus 1 will give you the value of stirrups is equal to 37. Now total length will be the multiplication of number of bars with corrected length. So this will give me a value of 1720.5 inches. I will convert this into feet by subtracting by dividing 1720.5 by 12. Okay, so in feet it is 143.37. Now the bar unit weight is again the same formula, bar number square divided by 52.92. Okay, it is bar number 3. So number 3 square is equal to 9 divided by 52.92. Okay, so the bar unit weight for the number 3 bar is how much? 0.17 kilogram per feet. And the weight of the strips will again be the multiplication of total length by the bar unit weight. Okay, so that will be equal to 24.38. Now the total weight of reinforcement is the summation of top bars, bottom bars, and the stirrup, and it is equal to how much? 83.57. Now you can see this schedule is giving me a lot of information. Okay, it is giving me information about the shape of top bars, bottom bars, and stirrups. Okay, how many bars will be needed in the top portion, the bottom portion, and for the stirrups. Okay, and how much will be the segmental length for each. Okay, and at the end I'm having a total quantity required for my beams. So that's why we can say that bar building schedule is very important and significant. So guys, that was all about my today's video. If you like this video, then kindly share it, subscribe my channel, and press the bell icon for further videos. Thank you so much.